Datacron locations for Shaddaa. This first Datacron is Empire only, and unfortunately I don't have video footage of the Republic Datacron yet, so just check out the annotations and I'll link to that if you're looking for the Republic one. This first one, go to the Corellian sector and follow the path I'm taking right here. This Datacron can take quite a while to get, similar to the one on Tatooine where you have to wait a while. You're going to be jumping on top of this kiosk up here and then waiting for this, or you're going to be jumping on top of this little covered area right here and then waiting for a floating kiosk to come by and just sitting on that for a long time. Actually, it only takes 6 minutes after you've jumped on top of a floating kiosk to actually take you to where the Datacron is, but it can take a while for the kiosk to get to the point where you can actually jump on it in the first place. This first Datacron gives you aim +3. The second Empire-only Datacron, Strength +3, take the Network Access Taxi and then kind of follow the path that I'm taking. Just follow this right wall and eventually you'll come to an area where you can drop down a couple times. You may need to heal to survive some of these drops depending on how high of a level you are. And then when you get to the very bottom, take this taxi, this hidden taxi, and after a short trip it'll take you to a hidden platform, kind of reminiscent of the platform that Luke hangs on at the end of The Empire Strikes Back. At least I thought so anyway. And then pick up the Datacron and don't jump off to your death or teleport out. There's a little beacon you can use to teleport off of this platform safely. This third Datacron is in the Duros sector, again Empire only. Follow the path that I'm going to take, and up here in a couple seconds you'll see a large ramp on the right hand side, and that's where you want to go. You're going to be doing a little bit more platforming for this one, and I'm absolutely terrible at platforming, so don't feel frustrated because it took me a lot longer to record this video than it's going to take you to actually pick these things up, because I'm just awful at it in this game for some reason. This Datacron is a Presence +3 Datacron. So now you can start to slowly jump your way up these boxes, and after you get to the top of these boxes you're going to have to make a tricky jump onto these small support beams. And fortunately, unlike some of the other platforming areas, you don't fall too far when you screw this jump up. So what I like to do is kind of line myself up and aim for, kind of aim myself to jump straight onto these catwalks instead of have to stop on a dime once I land on them. Anyway, when you make your way up to the top, you're going to be looking for a little elevator. You're going to jump on top of these boxes again, jump on this canopy, and then make your way up here, and off in the distance you can see a green elevator, and there's a button on this elevator that you can press and take you to a hidden area. And as soon as you come out of this elevator, you can kind of see the Datacron off in the distance. Now just keep in mind that below you is actually a heroic +4 area. So after you pick up the Datacron, you may not want to just jump down. You may want to backtrack back to that elevator that took you to this heroic area. And after you pick this Datacron up, get another Presence +3. These next two Datacrons are Empire and Republic neutral, so regardless of which faction you chose, you can pick this one up. And you actually have to get these next two Datacrons in this order. So this is the fourth Datacron on this level, and you have to get this one before you get the fifth Datacron, because you get a special item at the fourth Datacron that unlocks, that actually lets you get the fifth Datacron. You can see the fifth Datacron before getting it, but you can't actually unlock it. So follow this path I'm taking down to this elevator in the bottom right corner. Choose the Network Security District stop on the elevator, and then shuttle forward. And keep going straight, and up ahead you're going to notice, or there's a very distinct fork in the road. Remember this point because the left fork is where you're going to get the final Datacron for Shaddaa, but for now we're going to be going off to the right. So take the right fork in the road, like I just said, and I'm going to leave this part of the video kind of only 2x speed instead of the normal 4x speed that I do, because I found that this is actually kind of a winding and twisting area. It's not super easy to find your way through all these kind of twisted tunnels. And then eventually you'll come up to a stack of boxes that you're going to have to jump up and eventually into the incinerator room. And now you're in the incinerator room. If you don't have very good health, you can die pretty quickly in here. So keep in mind that as soon as you walk through this blue force field in front of you, you will start taking damage slowly. So what you want to do is just run to the end of the room, click this console, and then choose the number 3263827. Apparently, different people get different correct number choices, but when I did it, and at some of the other guides I've seen online, that is the only correct choice. Now pick up the Datacron, but also click this old prize machine, and you'll get a special item that you have to use to unlock the final Datacron. Now for the final Datacron, after that fork in the road that I remembered, or that I told you to remember, take the left fork, and shortly up ahead there's a series of boxes that you're going to have to platform up. And again, I'm awful at platforming in this game, so I struggled more with this than you are going to. Make your way to the top, and you'll see the Datacron locked in an old prize machine. And if you did these Datacrons in the correct order, like I told you to, then you will have the item necessary to unlock the final Datacron, which is a yellow matrix shard.